they're not seriously taking our kids' education same as they do with their kids. For example, they just simply sending the third year's undergraduate students to be the teacher in our school system, particularly boarding preschool. Those volunteer teachers, young kids, they never saw Tibetan. They don't know any single Tibetan words. They don't have a teaching experience. They just drop them over there and then let them accumulate their teaching experience. Once their teaching skill became mature, and then they graduate from their university, and then they send it to those experienced teacher to the Chinese city program. Our kids, such a young age 4 to 6, they don't know what the consequence of the being in that kind of school for their future, right? But they know who architected, who designed this program, who implemented this program. They know. But all those architectures and the implementers and the teachers are not our people. They only do 3-day training. It's laughable. The child's education, particularly preschool education, it's quite a serious job. It's not simple like 3-day training can be a good teacher. Can you imagine that? They need a comprehensive understanding of the kids and highly training the teacher to be a teacher for the preschool kids. I can give you an example. At the beginning, in my hometown, my 2 grandies experienced, because of the lack of the communication between kids and the teacher, the many kids pooped in the classroom in their pants. At the beginning, when they asking kids to be boarding, the kids can't take care of themselves. And then many kids got sick. And the villagers sent their representative to the township government, asking them, the argument actually, what to teach, how to teach, it's not in our hand. But our kids are being sick, so we have a responsibility. So if you can find a way to keep our kids not sick in the boarding school, then the head of the township government has no idea. And then he brought those village representatives to the school, and then they negotiate, saying, okay, what about we send a lady who has a good experience with taking care of the kids. Each family can take from one man from each family. They can take a turn. This day send this lady, the other day she send the next family lady. But after the 3 or a few months, and then those Chinese teachers start complaining them. Well, you know what they say? Those ladies reducing our teaching in Mandarin because the kids speaking their mother tongue all the time with that lady. Then they kick that lady out from school. You know what's happening in the classroom? They never showed inside the classroom and the content material on the document and the website. No one can see it. But I learned from those kids what they teach, effectively, their pedagogical development, it's very high level in the advanced. Those teachers brought Chinese cultural objects every day in news, and then they put on the table, ask kids to imagine, and then they ask them draw what they imagined. Later, they ask interpreters what they draw in Chinese. That's the completely wash out. Even the small part, the primary level of the psychological foundation that they had with their parents and home, washed out now. So in this case, international community together can increase the pressure on China to stop this kind of program. I think it is possible. Please take action now together before it gets too late.